The ancient curse is broken. But what was sealed now stirs. And some threads were never meant to be touched. A storm brews over the valley of thorns. Lightning slices through the sky like a seam being ripped open. Beneath it, abandoned threads quiver, glowing faintly, humming like distant voices in the wind. When the thread was cut, time exhaled. Ndia breathed again. But breath brings memory. And memory brings those long forgotten. Long after the fall of Ndia's loom, the threads that once bound fate have grown restless. The kingdom, now forgotten by time, begins to murmur again, whispers carried through spindle winds. And Nare hears them. Nare, now older, stands on a cliffside, her eyes glowing faintly as she traces invisible patterns in the air. Behind her, the winds unravel the edges of reality. The threads are speaking, louder than before. Each thread pulled disturbs the weave. And yet, some must be snapped. A storm surges, revealing a broken pathway, a staircase woven from petrified thread, leading downward. Nare descends into the ruins of the original loom, a forgotten temple entangled in moss, spider silk, and the frozen memories of past weavers. Whispering voices ripple across the stone walls. Legend spoke of the Forsaken Loom, abandoned when the last 7 weavers fractured time itself to protect Ndia. Here, all paths converge, and truth wears a stranger's face. Nare touches the main spindle. It spins slowly. Time bends. We see visions of past weavers, Quenya the flame caster, Siri the needle priest, and Miko of the hollow spool, arguing. If one thread controls all, then let it burn. No. You'd unravel fate itself. Vision shatters. Outside the temple, Nare is ambushed by a mysterious figure, dressed in dark silk, face hidden, weapons made from thread steel. They fight, a dance of time-warped strikes and weaver magic. You don't belong here, Threadborn. I was summoned by the loom itself. She manages to disarm him. His mask falls. He is young, barely older than her. Eyes silver. Skin bearing the marks of the Unwoven, a rebel tribe cast out of Ndia. My name is Kazu. And I was meant to destroy you. Or join you. A tremor splits the forest floor. Something massive slithers through the earth. The Wurm, an ancient beast once bound by Ndia's threads, has awoken. It devours memory, erasing entire lineages with its passage. The Wurm does not kill. It unravels. Kazu and Nare flee toward the Whispering Plateau, where the threads of remembering still remain. If they reach it, they may bind the Wurm again, but only if they sacrifice something irreplaceable. Nare kneels before the threads. They twist around her arms, whispering old names. One thread begins glowing golden, the same color as her mother's spindle. You want her memory. To seal time, time must forget. Kazu looks on as Nare offers her memory of her mother. She weeps, threads cutting across her skin, but the loom responds. Light erupts. The Wurm is bound in time, locked within an eternal hour. The loom stabilizes. Time rewinds briefly. Nare forgets her mother's face. Her tears fall with no known cause. Justice in Ndia was never balanced by courts or kings, but by threads. Threads of sacrifice. Threads of love. Threads of silence. Kazu places his hand on her shoulder. Together, they walk toward the forgotten spires of Ndia, now glowing faintly, as if waking from a dream. What else lies waiting? In the weave, nobody knows. Nare and Kazu walk toward the distant spires of Ndia. Suddenly, a low rumble shakes the ground again. But it is not the Wurm. In the distance, a black banner unfurls from a floating citadel, a place never mapped. A sigil appears in the sky, a broken spindle bound in chains. Unknown voice, echoing across the sky, the weave was never yours to claim.